Some curved monitors are great, some curved monitors suck. Today, we're going through all the best curved monitors available in the market today. Let's jump straight into it. HPE 45, G5 DQHD. This monster of a monitor is like having two 1440p screens without the annoying bezel in between. Talk about a productivity powerhouse. With a 45-inch curved VA panel and 5120 x 1440 resolution, you'll feel like you're piloting a spaceship. The 400 nits brightness and 165 Hz refresh rate are nice. But let's be real, you're here for that sweet, sweet screen real estate. Just don't expect to fit this bad boy on a tiny desk unless you want it to become your new dining table. Corsair Xeneon 34WQHD 240C. Holy crap, Corsair's gone and made an ultra-wide OLED that'll make your eyeballs weep with joy. This 34-inch curved beauty rocks a 3440 x 1440 resolution and a blazing fast 240 Hz refresh rate that'll have you seeing more frames than a comic book store. The QD OLED panel delivers colors so vibrant you might need sunglasses and contrast ratios that'll make your old monitor cry in the corner. Just be prepared to sell a kidney to afford it because quality like this doesn't come cheap. Samsung Odyssey OLED G9. If you thought ultra-wide was impressive, wait till you get a load of this 49-inch behemoth that's basically two 27-inch monitors fused together by some mad scientist. With its insane 5120 x 1440 resolution and 240 Hz refresh rate, it's like strapping a roller coaster to your face. The OLED panel delivers blacks so deep you could lose your cursor in them, and the 1000 nits peak brightness might just tan your face. Just don't blame us when your significant other kicks you out for replacing the TV with this gaming monstrosity. Samsung CF396. Alright, let's pump the brakes a bit and talk about this budget-friendly curved option that won't require a second mortgage. This 24-inch VA panel might not be winning any size contests, but its 1800RR curve will still give you that immersive feel without breaking the bank. The 1920x1080 resolution and 60 Hz refresh rate are nothing to write home about, but hey, at least it won't melt your graphics card. It's like the Honda Civic of curved monitors. It'll get the job done, but don't expect to win any races. Dell S2721HGF. Dell's throwing its hat into the curved gaming ring with this 27-inch VA panel that's trying its best to impress. The 1920x1080 resolution might be a bit stretched at this size, but the 144 Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time will keep your gaming smooth as butter. FreeSync support means you can kiss screen tearing goodbye, and the 3001 contrast ratio isn't too shabby either. It's like the middle child of curved gaming monitors. Not quite budget, not quite premium, but still trying to make everyone happy. Dell U4025QW. Holy crap, this 40-inch beast is like having a freaking IMAX on your desk. With a 5K 2K resolution and 120 Hz refresh rate, it's sharper than your ex's tongue and smoother than a politician's promises. The IPS black panel gives you contrast that'll make your eyeballs pop, but at nearly $2,000, it'll make your wallet shrivel up and cry. Sure, it's got more ports than a sailor's convention, but let's be real. You're here for that sweet, sweet curve that'll wrap around you like a warm hug from a pixelated grizzly bear. Dell Alienware AW3423DWF. Buckle up, Buttercup, because this 32-inch QD OLED curved monster is about to melt your face off with its 4K resolution and 240 Hz refresh rate. It's got a contrast ratio that'll make black holes jealous, in a color gamut wider than your mom's. Never mind. The 1800R curve is subtle enough to not warp your spreadsheets, but immersive enough to make you forget you're staring at a screen instead of touching grass. Just don't look at the price tag or you might need a defibrillator. Dell S2721HGF. This 34-inch curved VA panel is like the middle child of monitors. It's trying its best, but it's always going to be overshadowed. With a 3440 by 1440 resolution and 144 Hz refresh rate, it's no slouch, but it's not winning any races either. The 1800R curve is nice for immersion, but the mediocre HDR performance might leave you feeling flatter than a pancake run over by a steamroller. Still, for the price, it's not a bad option if you want to dip your toes into the curved monitor pool without diving headfirst into bankruptcy. Gigabyte GS27QC. This 27-inch 1440p curved monitor is like the budget-friendly cousin who shows up to the family reunion in a knockoff designer shirt. It's got a decent 165Hz refresh rate and a 1500R curve that'll give you a little hug, but don't expect mind-blowing performance. The VA panel offers good contrast, but the color accuracy might be as hit or miss as your dating life. It's a solid choice for casual gamers or office workers who want a taste of the curved life without selling a kidney. LG Ultra Gear 45 GR95 QEB. Holy ultra-wide Batman, this 45-inch curved OLED behemoth is like strapping a spaceship cockpit to your face. With a 3440 by 1440 resolution, 240Hz refresh rate, and an aggressive 800R curve, it's more immersive than a sensory deprivation tank filled with VR headsets. The OLED panel gives you blacks darker than your coffee and colors more vibrant than a tropical bird on acid. Just be prepared for your bank account to scream in agony and your neck to get a workout from all that head turning. Samsung Odyssey G7, buckle up gamers, because this 32-inch beast is about to curve your enthusiasm with its insane 1000R curvature. With a 240Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time, this monitor is faster than your grandma's gossip network. The VA panel delivers deep blacks that'll make you question the very nature of darkness, but be prepared for some funky viewing angles. And let's not forget the local dimming feature, which is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. BenQ X3203R, this 32-inch curved wonder is like the Swiss Army knife of monitors. It does a bit of everything, but nothing exceptionally well. With a 144Hz refresh rate and FreeSync 2, it's smoother than a buttered dolphin sliding down a rainbow. The VA panel gives you contrast ratios that'll make your eyeballs dance, but don't expect IPS-level color accuracy. And hey, it's got HDR 400, which is about as impressive as being the world's tallest dwarf. AOC CU34G2X. This ultra-wide 34-inch monitor is wider than your ex's excuses and curvier than a country road. With a 144Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time, it's ready to handle your gaming addiction and your crippling fear of motion blur. The 3440x 1440 resolution will make your games look sharper than a hedgehog in a tuxedo, but be prepared for some potential backlight bleed. And at this price point, it's a budget-friendly option that won't force you to sell a kidney. Samsung Odyssey Neo G9. Holy pixels, Batman! This 32-inch 4K monster boasts a mind-bending 240Hz refresh rate that'll make your eyes question reality. With its mini LED backlight and 2000 nit peak brightness, this thing is brighter than your future and more colorful than a unicorn's daydream. The 1000R curve will wrap around you like a warm, pixelated hug, but your wallet might need therapy after this purchase. And let's be honest, you'll need a graphics card from the future to actually run games at 4K 240Hz. Corsair Xeneon Flex 45 WQHD 240. This 45-inch behemoth is the transformer of monitors. It literally bends to your will. With a flexible OLED panel that can go from flat to 800AR curved, it's more adaptable than a chameleon in a crayon factory. The 21:9 aspect ratio and 3440x 1440 resolution will make your games look wider than the Grand Canyon and sharper than a samurai's blade. But at this price, you might need to take out a second mortgage or consider selling your least favorite organs. Philips Evnia 49M2C 8900. This 49-inch ultrawide is so wide, you'll need to turn your head to see the edges. The QD OLED panel delivers stunning colors and deep blacks that'll make your eyeballs weep with joy. With a 240Hz refresh rate and 0.03 millisecond response time, it's faster than Usain Bolt on rocket skates. However, some users reported issues with the KVM switch and power-saving features, so it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Alienware AW3423DWF. This 34-inch curved QD OLED monitor is like eye candy for gamers. With its 3440x 1440 resolution and 165Hz refresh rate, your games will look smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. The color accuracy is so good it'll make professional photographers drool. But be warned, the brightness might not be enough to combat direct sunlight, so vampire gamers rejoice. Dell S2721HGF. This budget-friendly 24-inch curved monitor proves you don't need to break the bank for a decent gaming experience. With a 165 Hz refresh rate and FreeSync support, your games will run smoother than a greased-up pig at a county fair. The VA panel delivers great contrast, but the overdrive is weaker than a newborn kitten. At under $200, it's a steal, but don't expect all the bells and whistles of its pricier cousins. Philips Evnia 34 M2C 8600. This 34-inch ultra-wide QD OLED monitor is like the Goldilocks of curved displays. Not too big, not too small, just right. With a 175 Hz refresh rate and sub 1 millisecond response time, it's faster than a cheetah on Red Bull. The color accuracy is so good, it'll make your old monitor look like a potato. But at over $1,000, your wallet might cry a little when you buy it. LG UltraGear 45 GR75C. Holy crap, this monitor is massive! 45 inches of curved gaming goodness. The 800R curvature wraps around you like a warm hug, but without the awkward physical contact. With a 240 Hz refresh rate and 0.03 millisecond response time, this bad boy is smoother than a freshly waxed dolphin. The only downside, you might need a second mortgage to afford it, but hey, who needs food when you've got crisp 5120 x 1440 resolution? Gigabyte G27FC. This 27-inch curved monitor is like the budget-friendly cousin of the fancy ultra-wide displays. It's got a 1500 R curve that's just enough to make you feel special without breaking the bank. The 165 Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time will keep your gaming smooth, but don't expect mind-blowing HDR performance. Still, for the price, it's a solid choice if you want to dip your toes into the curved monitor pool without drowning in debt. Pixio PXC 277 Advanced. Alright, listen up, bargain hunters. This monitor is so cheap you might think it fell off the back of a truck, but don't let the price fool you. It's packing a 1440p resolution and 165 Hz refresh rate that'll make your games look smoother than a con artist's sales pitch. The VA panel gives you deep blacks, but the HDR support is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Still, for $240, you can't expect perfection. Just be grateful it doesn't catch fire when you plug it in. ASRock Phantom PG34 BQ15R2B. This tongue twister of a monitor brings a 34-inch ultra-wide experience to the table without completely emptying your wallet. The 1500 R curve is just right. Not too aggressive, not too subtle, like the Goldilocks of monitor curvature. It's got some fancy HDR tricks up its sleeve, but don't expect OLED-level performance here. Oh, and it comes with Wi-Fi antennas, because apparently that's a thing monitors do now. Asus ROG Swift OLED PG34 WCDM. Strap in, folks, because this monitor is about to melt your eyeballs. In a good way. The 34-inch OLED panel with an 800 R curve is so immersive, you might forget the real world exists. With a 240 Hz refresh rate and 0.03 millisecond response time, it's faster than your reflexes after chugging 3 energy drinks. The downside? It's expensive as hell, and the aggressive curve might make your spreadsheets look like they're on a roller coaster. Thanks for watching. Even though I doubt it, I hope this video helps you pick a product. Links to all these products will be in the description below. Peace out.